election headquarters. This is The Insiders with Dave Price.
So much for that swing state reputation in Iowa. On election day, it met the red wave. This year, for the first time since the 1954 election, Iowans decided they wanted a governor, both senators, and all U.S. House members to be Republican. So how did this happen?
I think it's our candidates. I mean, Mitch McConnell put his finger on it a couple of months ago. You know, we had a candidate quality problem in a few places around the country. Obviously, we had a really strong top of the ticket with Kim Reynolds running for governor, you know, just from a position of real strength. Democrats failed to nominate a good candidate, I think, for governor. And then our congressional candidates are also, you know, incredibly good. Zach Nunn came through a primary and won that primary convincingly, and he was the right candidate to appeal to the broadest number of Iowans and was able to knock off an incumbent Democrat. So I think it comes down to our candidates and obviously the demographic shifts in Iowa as well, which you know, have been trending more red for the last couple of cycles.
What do you make of that? Because you've been around here long enough to experience that shift, where right now it doesn't really feel like Iowa is a purple state. So what's behind that move?
Yeah, it's really what has happened over the last 3 or 4 cycles is there has become a sort between kind of rural and urban, you know, college, non-college. And right now the Republican Party is the home for non-college educated white voters. You know, Iowa's 90% white, 70% non-college. And kind of that's the cultural divide now that is manifesting itself in partisan politics. We've seen it in a lot of places, particularly in the upper Midwest, but Iowa's kind of right in the middle of that. You had, you know, the county that switched the most votes from Obama to Trump in between 2012 and 2016 was right here in Iowa. So,
and what's behind it? Why is the party connecting with those specific folks you just talked about? Why is it better connecting and the candidates better connecting than the Democrats are?
Well, the Democrats sound like a party of kind of urban college educated elites, and their messaging just doesn't connect with these rural and ex-urban voters that we have so many of in Iowa. The Republican Party, obviously we've got, you know, an establishment as well, but we've also got a lot of candidates who are using more and more populist rhetoric, speaking more to working class issues. And really it's not about issues as much as it's about culture. And I think that's really what you're seeing now is that the Democratic Party, I think, has left these voters behind culturally, and a lot of our voters are having a really difficult time connecting with the party's message.
Several years back, you were ahead of some of the leaders in your party on an issue like same-sex marriage, right? You were speaking publicly in favor of marriage equality before a lot of leaders were. Are you concerned that, let's just talk about our state specifically, with such a stronghold on state government, now the supermajority in the state Senate, are you concerned that the edge of your party, the far right side, that might pull everybody too far?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any risk at kind of backsliding on an issue like marriage equality. I think once you have rights, they're fairly hard to take away. Obviously, we saw something very different with the Supreme Court this year with Roe, but I don't know that we're going to drift too far to the right on social issues. I mean, I think, look, the agenda spelled out by our governor and by our legislature is much more about the economy and jobs and taxes, you know, schools. So I'm not really worried about that. I think a lot of those fights are over. Obviously, there's going to be some maneuvering on the abortion issue in Iowa and in a lot of other states, but I'm not concerned about backsliding on something like marriage equality. I just don't think once those rights are there for people, it's pretty hard to take them away.
So where do you see the leadership pushing next year? You talked about economy, growth, those kind of things. Should we just expect there'll be some kind of debate on education as the governor tries a third swipe at add scholarships, vouchers, whatever you want to call them, and then more tax cuts. Would those be the two headlines?
Yeah, I think she's said all along, I don't think she's quite done on taxes. I think she wants to put Iowa in a position where it is the most competitive state it can possibly be, to bring people into our state, to attract jobs and companies. So I don't think her work is done there yet. I don't know what's ahead in terms of property taxes and other issues. I haven't really had the conversation with anybody, but I'm certainly feeling like the work isn't quite done there. I'm also certain that Governor Reynolds is going to go forward on the school choice issue again, and my guess is she'll be successful this time, particularly as we've grown our majorities in both chambers.
All right, Trump has an announcement coming. Pence has a new book, and an outgoing governor is headed to Iowa. Iowa 2024 next.